Hi guys, Geek64 here, and today we're going to be talking about a few Tarantino movies coming to 4K for the first time, specifically Kill Bill Volume 1, Volume 2, as well as Jackie Brown. Those are going to be releasing just around the corner on January 21st. We'll be looking at all the options that are available, where to get them, as well as the pricing. I will also share my thoughts on the art in this video. We do have some exclusivity here from Lionsgate, so they're trying something new with this one, so I'm also going to share my thoughts on that. Lionsgate's been the king of Steelbooks for quite some time, but they're trying something new here in 2025. So we're going to get into all of that here in this video. I like doing these types of videos because it gives me a chance to expand on some of the thoughts that I had during my new release wall and really delve into specific releases. And I think this is probably the most anticipated or the biggest release of 2025 so far here in January. So I wanted to expand on a little bit. So with all that said, let's go ahead and jump into the video. So I will be timestamping all of this. We'll be looking at the basic releases and then the Steelbooks, as well as the Lionsgate website and a recap and everything. All of that stuff will be timestamped. But with all that said, let's jump into the basic releases. We've got Kill Bill Volume 1 at Amazon is $30 and Walmart is $28. I do think the Amazon price will drop back down to what Walmart currently has it listed to. They do a pretty good job of price matching there. Now, previously, when I was looking at this last week, everything was $33, including at Walmart. So Walmart dropped $5 from last week. So anyway, those are the pricing we're looking at right now. First thing to note before we go any further is that on Amazon, they don't show a slipcover for this, but there's other images of a slipcover. On Walmart, they show a slipcover. So my guess is this is going to include a slipcover. Amazon is sometimes a mixed bag on new releases actually sending slipcovers with their new stuff. So I don't know, if you get through Amazon, you might not get it. It's always a crapshoot when you order through shipping as to whether you're going to get a slip, but there should be a slip with this release. Now, looking at the art here. So there's a nice white background. It lets the title pop along with the, of course, famous yellow suit that's synonymous with Kill Bill and is really an homage to Bruce Lee's yellow tracksuit. The blood in the snow and the clothes let you know what kind of movie that you're in for. Assuming you haven't seen the movie, most likely if you're going to pick this up, you've seen the movie. However, I do have a friend who hasn't seen Kill Bill. So I'm looking forward to picking up these 4Ks and introducing him to the movies through that. So I am looking forward to this release because of that, for one. And overall, I like that this cover is a new cover. It's not rehashing art from previous releases. You're actually getting something new here. I don't know how everybody else feels about it, but I kind of like it. I kind of think it's eye-catching. That's just me personally. But here, we'll compare them side by side to the previous Blu-ray releases. So this one on the left is from a previous Blu-ray release and one of the main art that was used, and then we'll swap it out. And then this is obviously the more recent minimalist approach that we got back in 2023 with those Blu-ray releases. So what do you guys think? Which art do you like? I actually prefer the minimalist approach on that one, but I prefer the white cover over the original. That's just my preference, but comment and let me know. We will look at the special features and specs in a separate section. Again, I'm going to timestamp all of this so you guys can skip around if you feel like it, but I would like it if you watch the whole video. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to Volume 2 for the basic release. For the basic release of Volume 2, we've got Amazon at $30 and Walmart at $28. I don't think I like this cover as much as the previous one. I don't think it draws your eyes as much as the first one. The sunset orange color that they go with just really bleeds everything together. The logo being, white just bleeds all into it. That's one of the things you can say about Volume 1 is with that red and white, things popped. Nothing really pops here, unfortunately. I don't mind the layout. I think the layout's nice, and I don't dislike this cover, but it's not as good to me as the other previous options. I think the minimalist approach is better than this. But beyond which one looks better, I kind of wish they complemented each other a little bit more from a design perspective. When you're doing these side by side, releases, I think stylistically they should match a little bit better. So that's kind of a disappointment as well here with Volume 2. It should match Volume 1 or vice versa. But let's go ahead and move on to the basic release for Jackie Brown, which at Amazon is $28 and Walmart is also $28. So we got $28 across the board. We've already seen that price match there. I actually saw Jackie Brown for the first time this past year in 2024. I had to purchase it digitally. I had a friend over who'd seen Jackie Brown. I'd never seen it, wanted me to check it out. I didn't have it in my collection and I wanted to watch it that night, so I had to purchase it because it wasn't on any streaming. And so unfortunately I do have the digital version. I am probably going to upgrade here with the 4K, not only to have it physically, but to have a 4K of the movie because I really dug it. I liked it a lot.
I like it a lot.
I can see where something like Breaking Bad got some inspiration from a movie like Jackie Brown. But anyway, in regards to the basic 4K slip, I think the art matches the movie well. You got Jackie Brown, Pam Grier, right front and center here in her flight attendant uniform. There's a gun in one hand and a bag in the other. You got the logo in the back. It pops really nice and centers everything. The city in the background down there. The flight overhead. I dig the cover for this. I think it's I like the colors too. I like the orange. So it kind of has a little bit of a retro vibe to it. So I dig this cover. I think out of the basic slips, this one's probably my favorite. But let's go ahead and move on to the Lionsgate exclusive Steelbooks. So as the name suggests, these are exclusive to the Lionsgate website. They're not going to be available anywhere else. They're not at Walmart, Amazon, no brick and mortar store, nothing. It's only Lionsgate website is going to have these. Now, if you're overseas, it's through Zavi, I believe. So that's who it goes through. But it's an exclusive release here. As I said earlier, Lionsgate has been the king of steelbooks for a very long time. Their style, quality, and pricing were unmatched for years. And now they seem to be transitioning into selling steelbooks on their website. I guess this is a test. Maybe this is what they're planning on doing into the future. We'll just have to wait and see. But we'll get back to that shortly. Let's look at the first option that's available exclusively through Lionsgate, which is Kill Bill Volume 1. They're asking $40. At $40, we're moving into more premium pricing. Again, one of the things Lionsgate Steelbooks were known for was their pricing. For years and years, they held the line at $20. They were the cheapest steelbook, but they were some of the most premium steelbooks. So they were of the best quality and the lowest price, which is, you can't really ask for more than that as a collector and as a customer.
Damn good deal.
I understand the price going up from $20 to $40, but again, just a few years ago, they were still holding the line at $20. So by the time you pay $40 plus tax and shipping, you're getting into the $50, price tag for these steelbooks. It's just a far cry from what they used to do. But I'll get more into the pricing, I guess, a little bit later. Let's look at the design. I'll share my thoughts on the design. Obviously, a very different style and approach than the slipcovers from the previous release. I think it's got a cool pop art style that I actually do like. It's not going to be for everybody. When you do something more stylistic like this, you're going to have people who don't like it at all, and you're going to have people who really love it. I dig the colors, the bubblegum pink against the yellow. But again, I completely understand if this is not your style. One of the things Lionsgate really pioneered are their slipcovers for their steelbooks, which not only protect the steelbook, but it also gives it added dimension. So looking at the full image here, if you see taken off, the slip removes the sword from the image. And we also get to see the back here with more characters from the movie showcased. It maintains the same style. And I love the wraparound image. I think it looks really nice. You can see the inside of the steelbook here as well. And the image pop art style really is showcased on the disc, which maintains everything across the board. So really consistent, and I dig it. I like the design personally. But let's move into Kill Bill Volume 2, which is, again, $40. So Volume 2 continues the same style as Volume 1 with that pop art style. So if you don't like that one, chances are you probably don't like this one necessarily either. However, I think more people will like Volume 2 over Volume 1 just because of the color palette. It's a little less aggressive with the red and yellow. Plus, red and yellow are the colors that were used for the original release, right? These original posters and previous Blu-ray releases were yellow and red. So I think it matches that more consistently and is a little bit more familiar, I think, to people who, are familiar with Kill Bill. Again, if you take off the slip cover, it removes the sword from the image. More characters on the back with Bill, a nice wraparound with the blue blood splatter there. Again, nice wraparound image. I do like the styles of Volume 1 and Volume 2. They do complement each other very well. I often comment that with Steelbook sets and sequels and things like that, the styles should match. I think that that's important. As I mentioned in a previous video a couple weeks back, with Twister and Twisters, both of those movies came out in 4K last year, and they did not complement each other at all. Completely different styles, with the Twister Steelbook being kind of a disappointment, and Twisters just kind of being a standard Steelbook release. And I think if you had complementary designs, that would entice collectors to pick it up. But, we're obviously getting complementary designs here. Put them side by side. You can let me know which one you prefer in the comments below. I may post a poll in my community tab on YouTube, because I'm curious as to which one you guys think. Obviously, you can comment below and let me know as well. I suspect that the design of Volume 2 might win this poll, but I like them both personally. Let's move on to the other option, which is Jackie Brown, which is, again, $40. This, again, continues the pop art style, but it isn't as in-your-face as the Kill Bill option, which obviously reflects the movie. It's not as aggressive, over-the-top, bombastic as something like Kill Bill is. So it needs a more toned-down style. And I think they did a good job here of keeping a pop art style, but doing something not as aggressive. Still a nice, simple image here with Pam Grier on the cover. Nice orange and blue, great complementary colors. You don't really see a lot of Steelbooks that are orange and blue, but they are complementary colors, and I like them a lot. But again, looking at the full image here, removing the slip removes the title, so you get a clear image here, a good, nice, clean image. The back has the rest of the characters from the movie, just like the Kill Bill options. The background looks to be a map of the city, which is kind of cool. And then there's some blood splatter there in the corners. I actually liked the blue and orange here. So really some subtle design choices that evoke images of the movie. This may be my favorite of the three. So Jackie Brown's my favorite design of the basic 4Ks, and I think Jackie Brown is my favorite design out of the Steelbooks as well. That's just me personally. But let's look into the special features and the specs here. So looking at Kill Bill Volume 1, the my 2-pack that I have here, now this didn't include any of the special features, so I'm going to pull the special features from the individual releases, which did have the actual special features for comparison, to look at these special features. So if you look at it here are the specs, and all of the special features that are available in this release are from the previous releases. So you're not getting anything new here, but you're not losing anything with this transfer either. It's got all of the same special features. And then here are the specs. Feel free to pause for a closer look. Dolby Vision 5.1 DTS 4K HDR. Again, on pause, we'll go ahead and move on to Kill Bill Volume 2. Again, this one has no new special features. It's got all these same special features from the previous release. So again, you're not losing anything. So if you do upgrade, you don't necessarily have to keep your Blu-ray for the special features because it's going to be included here, which is nice. I do wish there was some more stuff here, something new, but here are the specs. Feel free to pause for a closer look. Same thing, Dolby Vision 5.1 DTS and 4K HDR. And then we got Jackie Brown. Again, no new special features here. Now, one of the things that's different from Jackie Brown as opposed to the Kill Bill options is with Jackie Brown, the special features are only on the Blu-ray disc, not on the 4K disc. My guess is the Jackie Brown special features are longer. I believe there was a documentary. I don't remember what it's called. There's a documentary that they did for the Jackie Brown release, which is kind of long, so that could be why they didn't fit it onto the 4K disc and just left it on the Blu-ray disc only. Kind of interesting, whereas, for the other ones, again, they just put it on the 4K disc. Looking at the specs here, again, feel free to pause for a closer look. Same deal, Dolby Vision 5.1 DTS and 4K HDR. Unpausing there, let's move on to the Lionsgate website. If you go to their website, there are 2 other Steelbooks that are currently available that you can actually purchase right now if you wanted to. They were released on December 17th. One of those is Apocalypse Now Final Cut. It's a 6-disc Steelbook for $40, which is same price as the Kill Bill and Jackie Brown options. We've also got The Conversation, which is a collector's edition 4K Steelbook for $80. I think this comes with some tchotchkes and stuff, and that's the justification for the $80 price tag. Obviously, I've seen Apocalypse Now, never seen The Conversation, but those are available on their website. What's on their website is pretty limited right now. We've also got Reservoir Dogs 4K. Steelbook for $30. This is the Mr. Pink edition. This is a reprint because the Reservoir Dogs, the 4K came out a couple years ago, either 2022 or 2023, and it was a standard white Steelbook. This one's pink, the Mr. Pink edition. You get it?
I don't get it.
So that option is actually available for pre-order, and it's going to be releasing along with the Kill Bill and Jackie Brown. I didn't give it as much focus because it's not a new design. It's just a slight color variation on a previous design, but that one is going to be available. Now, in regards to the pricing and the Lionsgate exclusivity and everything, I think that they should, on their website, they should offer a bundle deal for these releases. Considering that they're doing this to like test the waters and things, I think that if somebody wants to buy all three, I think that you should get a bundle deal. I think $100 for all three, with $33 a piece. I think that that's more reasonable, especially since now you're going to have to pay for shipping, and then obviously you got to pay for tax. Right now it's $120 plus tax and shipping to get these. I just think it's pretty high. Again, Lionsgate was known for their $20 price tag, for years and years. So this is a departure from that. And I think you're asking a lot from collectors to, double the price in just a couple years. But that's just my thoughts on it. Now, if you look at the shipping, I looked at the shipping here on the website. For orders over $100, you do get free shipping. So if you do get all three, you won't have to pay for shipping, which is, nice, since you're already spending $120 plus tax. But otherwise, it's a flat rate, $8 for U.S. shipping. So if you just want to get one of these, like maybe I do, maybe I only want to get Jackie Brown, it's $40 plus tax plus $8 in shipping. You're looking at like $50, to get this. And, that's a lot to ask for a Steelbook. Even for new release movies, Steelbooks aren't that high. So just comparatively speaking, I think it's a lot to ask, I think, for collectors, at least that's my take on it. Me personally, I may go with the basic 4K slips based on the price alone and the availability. I could just probably go to Walmart and these are going to be available. But I have not decided because I do like the Steelbooks as well. Again, let me know which of these you're most interested in picking up. I'm always interested to see what you guys have to say, not only about which one you might be picking up if you're going to go with the basic or the 4K, but also what you think about these Lionsgate exclusives on their website. I'm kind of mixed on it personally, but I was glad I was able to do this video. As I said earlier, this gives me a chance to expand and focus on a specific release because, I can only fit so much of my thoughts in a new release wall video, which really just covers everything coming out during the month. As always, comment and let me know what you guys think. I want to thank everybody for sticking around here on this video. Thank you, subscribers. All of you are awesome. And if you like this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Do all the YouTube stuff or don't. I'm not a beggar. I'm GeekTruth64, and I'll always tell you the truth.